I was born in Jersey City,
Yeah.
August the 15th, 1925. I'm really an old bag, but I try to act young, and that's me. Anyway, what else can I tell you?
Were you the oldest?
I was the oldest. My brother was 14 pounds at birth, and I was 12. My mother had two giants for babies,
Uh-huh.
and my brother could not come out of the vagina from her, and my Aunt Ray was there and pulled him out.
Was he born at home with a midwife, you mean?
Yes, with my midwife, and my mother could not get him out, and Aunt Ray was there to help her like a midwife, but Aunt Ray was the one that pulled Frankie through the shoulders out
Uh-huh.
so he could become human.
Were you born with a midwife or were you born in the hospital?
I was born with a midwife,
Uh-huh.
and I was only 12 pounds, and Frankie, like I told you, was 14.
Right.
And my poor mother. Anyway, what else do you want to know?
Well, did you live in the same house for a long time?
Yeah, we lived in the same house on Communipaw Avenue in
Huh?
Jersey City
Huh?
with a bunch of Polish people.
Really? Did you go to parochial school?
We went to parochial school, and we had to pay like $1 a week.
Was it all girls school?
No, it was boys and girls.
What was his name?
All Saints School.
Did you like it?
As little people, we were young. We didn't like anything. We had none, so we were all afraid of them.
Really? Did you study Latin?
Just the part of it, the Latin and the Mass.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise, we did not. We tried to study besides English. What did we try? We tried to study. Yeah, a little bit of Latin. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you go to college, Nellie?
2 years to junior college in Jersey City. Nights. Wasn't a full
Really?
session.
Were you working during the day?
Yes, I worked.
Where at the
I
shop?
worked in a where they made lipsticks, and the guy that owned it, the Jewish man, he goosed me when he passed me in the row, and I told my mother, and I got taken out of that business.
That's wonderful. Yeah.
That's a good story.
So, what was your first job when you got finished with school?
Oh, then I became a secretary to Manning, Maxwell, and Moore. Mr. Moore was the chairman of the board, and I became his secretary.
Was that in Jersey City, or you?
That was in his office was in Jersey City,
Right.
but the big office was in the Chrysler Building in New York City.
Right. And when did you get that? What was that car that you loved? It was a Nash.
Oh, the car that I was a Sunbeam Talbot.
Yeah. When did you get that car?
I got that car when I was about 20 or 18, I think, and I could. Everybody wanted to buy it, and I sold it to the man around the corner who made fur coats.
Did you drive the car to work?
No, work was just trying to. I could walk to work.
So where'd you take the car?
I took the car when I wanted to go on a pleasure trip, like on Sunday. I took it to church, which wasn't far, and I took it down the shore, which was a little far. That's where I learned to drive better.
It was a stick, right?
Yeah, it had four things. One was
What, reverse?
yeah, the reverse was the last thing.
Who
But-
taught you how to drive?
Myself. I got stuck on the New Jersey on the ferry from New York to Jersey. Coming home, I tried to drive the car. It was a new car, and I got stuck on the ferry, and I held up traffic from New York to Jersey for an hour and a half. Because they couldn't move, I couldn't move the car, and nobody else could move the stick car, whatever that was.
Huh.
Yeah.
So you were a troublemaker?
Yeah, well, I wasn't a troublemaker. I thought I was doing a good job, but I wasn't. I was stuck in traffic in Jersey City on the ferry.
Really? Have a drink of water so your throat doesn't bother you. You know what your daughter says.
what you say.
Drink a lot of water.
I can't drink all that water because I peed in bed and I peed down my leg.
Oh well,
I-
that happens.
No, it doesn't. You don't have
So listen, tell me when you went to Cuba.
Oh, when I went to Cuba, Cuba was a nice country. Everybody loved Castro, and I joined them because the American embassy was in favor of Castro when he first got in. He was honored, but anyway, he was a bum. Nobody knew that. What else? He was a communist, and at that time, I was married to a Mexican, and he worked for a big New York firm from the Chrysler Building in New York City. And we traveled for 6 years to the South American countries who were all in the stage of construction. They were all building themselves up. And what else? I don't know what else.
All right. Listen, I'm going to take Sabrina for a walk. You can take a breather, and we'll start again in a minute. Thank you.